Just watch, just watch the boy Grego prove you wrong.
I hope he does. I hope it's the worst. I hope it's the worst assessment I've ever given
Yeah,
in a video.
look. The USA will qualify. He'll be in charge of at the World Cup, and let's see what the USA does at the World Cup. Look, Canada. Could we see a situation where Mexico surpassed Canada in the table too? Because it could happen. It could happen. But look, with Mexico 9 point, if Mexico get let's say 7 points, yeah, Canada tops the group. The Canada tops still. In
Well,
my
if Mexico
opinion.
gets 9, they go to 30, and which means Canada would have to get at least 5, and like
Yeah,
so.
Canada gets the job done, bro. Canada beats
Yeah,
Jamaica. Canada beats Jamaica, gets the 28 points, and they're not losing both games against Panama and Costa Rica. They're winning at least one of those games. They're shocking one of those teams. They're making things hard for one of those teams at least, or both of them. You know what I'm saying? So
they want to
look,
finish undefeated too. I think.
yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be hard to predict against this Canadian team. John Herdman, the Englishman, was in charge of the female foot. This man never managed the male football team before, in terms of at a professional level. Before a Canadian job, it's one of the boldest appointments ever,
Yes.
probably ever in the history of association football, where a coach who managed the female team took over the male team and have done
Phenomenal.
phenomenal. Look, sorry to steal a word there, but if you could tame the woman, come on, like if you could tame women, think about what you could do with men. You see what I'm saying? So
John Herdman's the Chad coach.
look, his name is Herdman. Think about it. You see what I'm saying? Think about it, man. He brings everything together. Everything's together. And look, he's done a great job, man. Canada, wow. Who would have predicted them to be on top the octagonal right now? They will be back for the first time since 1986. And what you and I think should do is we could do some retroactive World Cup streams where we discuss World Cups and things like that, and we'll write down a few talking points to talk about, and we'll do some things. We'll do some things for the World Cup, So for you guys who are watching, there's a lot in store coming for the World Cup. I know you love your international football. Football Pharaoh and I do too. So we're gonna have some things coming for you. Maybe a few quizzes and things like that coming for you as well. We don't want to spoil you too much, but yeah, it's a little preview in what you could expect.
All right, yeah, that sounds great. One thing I want to say about Canada, this is something that I texted you a few days ago. Not only are they the best team in this region, they might be a top 5 team in the world outside of Europe and South America.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Like,
Yeah. It was a great point.
you look at that AFCON. You throw Canada into an AFCON. Yeah, I know it's a different environment and all that. I think Canada can compete with any of those teams we saw last month.
Yeah.
Like they're dangerous, and I wouldn't go so far as to say, oh yeah, Canada would win the AFCON, but like I could see a scenario where they head to the World Cup. Everyone underestimates them because they're Canada. Only the CONCACAF world knows what they're made of, and then they're gonna get a lot of people's respect in Qatar. I think they're gonna get a lot of people's respect.
I agree. Imagine Canada ending up in Group A.
With Qatar,
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? That's a chance right there.
they clap Qatar's cheeks. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, that I have lost all confidence in Qatar, by the way. Let me just put that out there. And Canada, that is just the roster, man. The roster is just ridiculous. Tajon Buchanan, Stephen Estacio, Alfonso Davies, Kyle Larin, Richie Larea, Sam Adu Kudbe, Kamal Miller, Steven Vittoria. You think Jonathan Osorio, Alfonso Davies, Jonathan David, Milan Boyan has been phenomenal in goal.
Yep.
Kripo as a backup in case something happened to him. You think Scott Kennedy, you think Alistair Johnston. Who else am I forgetting? Mark Anthony Kay. The list goes on, man.
It's stacked.
Doniel Henry. These guys are stacked up, man. These guys are stacked up like a nice
And
stacked
this
plate of pancakes.
and this rise
Jeez.
was so meteoric. Like we kind of saw like oh yeah, Canada's on the up, but no one saw it shooting up this
And
fast.
not to forget Atiba Hutchinson. It would be an
Veteran.
honor for him to get to the World Cup as well at his age and just to lead the team and just bow out into the sunset and just retire. It'll be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to this Canadian team. If I'm forgetting to mention any names, Sam Piet, pardon me, but the team has done remarkably well, man, and they definitely deserve to be at the World Cup. They have performed against all odds, and interestingly, initially I didn't pick them, but after what I saw at the Gold Cup, I was like, yeah, they're making it, no doubt. Which means that we know what we're talking about, man. We have an eye for this thing. When we see, we say, yeah. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and sometimes we make mistakes. I certainly made a mistake with Canada because even after the Gold Cup,
You still
I
didn't predict them, right?
here's what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to impress. I thought they would pick up points against us in Mexico, but I thought they would show their inexperience in these road games in Central America,
Yeah.
and they would finish either in the playoff position and then lose out in the playoffs in very agonizing fashion, and then something to build on for 2026. That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought that was going to happen because I felt like, okay, Gold Cup is a different animal from World Cup qualifiers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I was
Well,
wrong about that. I was wrong.
back
Yeah.
to back World Cups for Canada, man. 2022, 2026. These are the fixtures that's coming up in March that we expect to see. Jamaica versus El Salvador. It's pretty much a dead rubber, but El Salvador would want to win that game to keep their chances alive. Jamaica would also want to register a victory at home. Then we have Panama coming up against Honduras. That's a huge game for Panama against the already eliminated Honduras. Mexico against the USA is a huge clash to see who's going to go up to second and who's going to get dragged back down into the playoff scrap. Costa Rica.